trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
11 empty.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
11 MT, tape. 11 MT, tape. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Here's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
11.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
11 mighty.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pick up there of 20 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey, can.
Mix it up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know one big play there gets them right back up to that level.
On third down, Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
4th down, Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys' first down. As that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. A first down carry by Elliott. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals will take over as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Mixon. Room here to run. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point by McPherson, the good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
Inside give to Elliott. Fights through him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find
it is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's got room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Down inside the 40.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped down and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go to Elliott again. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Prescott to throw on 4th. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
12. 11.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Here we go.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his play.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On third down, Nixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. McPherson's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Bengals grab it, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. Burrow will throw. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 Thomas.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On play action, Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
They should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Here we go.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to look deep down the field. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's not fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
It's a game of 20.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 104 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 22. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Prescott. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start here with a give to Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense in every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Zone now. They'll look to throw. Now Burrow loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Once again, they run with Mixon. And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Anthony Barr able to put it into that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this 3rd quarter. Before they can get the punt away whistles, as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Throw left side complete to Chase. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
11 Tommy. 11 MT. Tate. 11 MT. 11 MT.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Burrow. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Anthony Barr getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Dallas.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Elliott running right. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. 119 yards rushing now for Zeke, and he's got a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Get out there, get out there.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 3rd down, Elliott. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. A final shot now for Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.